Good day everyone, my name's Captain Jack and welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually going to be talking about Stage 9. Now if you're not sure what that is, it was basically the virtual recreation of the Enterprise, particularly the Enterprise D, from Star Trek The Next Generation. Now unfortunately, I'm making this video to inform you that the project has unfortunately come to a close following a cease and desist from CBS. If you don't know who CBS are, they basically hold a portion of the rights to Star Trek. This is where it gets slightly complicated. They also hold a portion of the rights along with Paramount, who, produce the brand new flashy Star Trek films. But CBS owns sort of like the series, so from like Next Generation, the original series, Voyager, DS9, things like that. They own that part, whereas Paramount, they own like the Kelvin timeline with Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto and all those people. Now, back to Stage 9. Basically what it was a virtual recreation of the Enterprise D from Next Generation, contained all the accurate bridge layouts, the shuttle pod layouts. Basically, if it was on the Enterprise D, it was in this recreation, and it was amazing. Right now, as I speak over this, you're seeing some gameplay of myself recording a video and walking around the Enterprise D in this very game. The video is still live on the channel as of now. I think I'm still okay to keep these videos on my channel and they're not going to get taken down anytime soon, but in case you do see this video, or you can't see this video anymore and you're not listening to it, you know what happened there, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, this Stage 9 recreation was simply amazing, and it was available to play on PC. That was one of the cool things about it. It was also virtually compatible with a few VR headsets such as the Oculus Rift and HTC Vive, meaning you can freely roam around the massive Enterprise D and travel to various decks such as the Captain's Ready Room. Again, you can even go to the holodecks and load up a holo recreation of the ship you're stood on, just in case you want to break the immersion or go all in a little bit further. It was so cool. You can also interact with objects, fire phasers and stuff, which is really cool. You could do a lot of things. Interact with tractor beams. I accidentally blew up a station, which was quite funny. Now, the developers have been pretty clear of this. They did say from the start, or they did say in a video talking about it, they said, for all of us, we knew it could end any point. And while yes, that is true, when you're playing with such a big IP like Star Trek, you do run the risk of it being, being destroyed at any point, because, CBS do have to protect their rights at the end of the day. If we look back to one of the most recent similar gaming things which took part in where a modding team was taken down by the original rights holder, and that would be the Halo Online controversy earlier this year. If you don't know what that's about, basically Halo Online was taking Halo 3's engine and an unused multiplayer concept and bringing it to PC as an official mod where people could download for free and play it. Now, unfortunately for us players, Free for Free Industries and Microsoft had to step in and basically say, nope, you can't do this anymore, and they shut down distribution of the project. So Halo Online is no more unless you do have it on a PC, but now Master Chief Collection's repaired, it is a bit better, but Halo on the PC, that was unfortunately ruined. But yeah, back to Stage 9 anyway. So basically CBS stepped in and issued a cease and desist, and that basically means that Stage 9 can no longer operate. They had no leg to stand on, the way I see it, to fight CBS on this project. Yes, it is an amazing fan project, and it's not actually infringing on the rights from a moral standpoint of view. Yes, from legally it technically is, I suppose, but from a fan point of view, they weren't earning any money from it. They weren't claiming any of it was ours. I mean, I'm looking at it now going, this is a free fan-made project. All Star Trek logos, copyrights, trademarks, and intellectual property are owned by their respective owners. It's not like they're trying to take credit for anything. Unfortunately, they still did end up getting taken down. Now, this has also caused a lot of controversy in the gaming industry. Quite a few people have spoke up about this, speaking to big names in the industry as well. Some people have tweeted at Brent Spiner, who famously played Lieutenant Commander Data in Star Trek The Next Generation, and such. He's got a very familiar background with this ship, and he probably would have liked this game if he'd played it. So one of the developers, I believe, tweeted to Brent Spiner going, huge fan of yours from Star Trek and to all of your numerous movie roles. I know how much you respect you have for fans. Stage 9 is a fan-made project that was shut down by CBS. I don't know if you can get someone they should talk to, but the fans need all the help we can get. Brent Spiner obviously saw this. He tweeted back saying, you have my sympathy, but believe me, CBS has no interest in anything, I think. Which is a shame to hear from Brent Spiner, and does shed some light on CBS's current interest and fan projects. But then again, when it comes to Star Trek and fan projects, this hasn't been the first incident, shall we say, that has happened. If you're a big fan of Star Trek and all the news surrounding it, you might remember when I say Star Trek Anaxar, which was a massive fan film that received tons of funding in Kickstarter or GoFundMe promotions, I believe, and unfortunately did get shut down. They was only allowed to produce a trailer, if I remember correctly. But it was a shame, you know. I guess because Star Trek is now a revived franchise, I guess you could call it, in the fact it's revived in TV series, not just movies. It means they have to be super careful on protecting their rights. And who knows, maybe this is something they're aiming to do. We already have Star Trek Bridge Crew, which explores a VR exploration of a starship, but it doesn't go quite as into much detail as this did. Star Trek Bridge Crew only really lets you sit at a station and press buttons, whereas, the Enterprise D recreation allows you to walk around and explore different areas of a starship, which is a shame. You had this brilliant game here, but, allowed you to do all of this, but, unfortunately, it didn't happen anymore. Now, the developers did try to change CBS's mind. They go on to say, on September 12th, the cease and desist letter arrived from CBS's lawyers saying, and this basically made them have the decision of putting all Stage 9 public-facing channels into a lockdown of sorts. This is coming from an official Discord at the time. It all went dark, and then only yesterday did we actually learn what happened to it. Which, it is quite a shame to see this all happen. Now, the developers did basically convince CBS to change its mind. They suggested tweaking the project to ditch the inclusion of VR and ditch the inclusion of the Enterprise D, and specifically even change the name, but CBS did insist that Stage 9 had to end, which says it all, to be honest. It is really much of a shame to basically, see this amazing fan project come to an end, and, I was hoping it would last more, because I played it myself, and really wish more people could actually enjoy it. And I was going to try in VR, and I probably still can try in VR. I've got the files on my PC. Obviously, if you do have the files, I recommend you not to distribute them because you could land yourself in a lot of trouble. So if you have the files, count yourself lucky. But yeah. That's all I really wanted to talk about today in this video. I am quite sad that Stage 9 has gone away now, because having these virtual recreations of ships like this, it's basically any Trekkie's dreams, to walk around on the ship they grew up with on TV. I mean, if someone came along to that and did some Star Wars ships, I would forever be in love with that mod, but hell, that's another kettle of fish when you start touching Star Wars IP stuff. But Stage 9's gone now. There's not really much I can say. I know I've mumbled over stuff in this video, but I'm doing this without a script at a minute, talking about Stage 9. It's a project I really wish could carry on, and just by what happens, if CBS are watching this, considering it, or someone who's watching this regardless, they really should let Stage 9 continue on. But from another point, I see the other side of the pond, and I say, Star Trek Enterprise in the Next Generation, or Star Trek The Next Generation, and the Enterprise D is the intellectual property of CBS, and they do have to protect it. It's just sad they could not have came to any sort of arrangement with the developers of Stage 9 to accommodate this whatsoever. Even if they officially took it under their brand or something like that, these guys are doing it out of passion. They weren't doing it to earn money. Yeah, it just bewilders me sometimes. There's a lot of internal game politics and stuff like that when it comes to legal documents, and especially the ownership of IPs. You can't blame the studio at the end of the day for protecting their own property. It's just, when the developers reached out to try and, talk to them and convince them to change their mind, there could be some key negotiations there which went on between CBS and the developers. But as we know before, and coming from Brent Spine himself, it appears CBS doesn't really like to think on these matters whatsoever. And that's that. Well, guys, I've been Captain Jack discussing this today. It's been quite good to sit here and talk about this more. I do hope maybe this video brings more awareness to the Stage 9 project and what it was. If you do want to see my full video on Stage 9 where I go around and explore it, it will be linked down below, and it is showing a bit of this on screen right now, so please do go and enjoy that. It's been quite fun talking about this. But if you guys did play Stage 9 and have any opinions on what CBS have done, I really appreciate you sharing them down below in the comments so we can open up a discussion on more of this and talk a little bit more about it. Well, guys, thank you for watching. I've been Captain Jack, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.